Okay. Anyway, well, since we last played, so a lot of stuff has happened. So last recording session, we did decide to make Ashley our main for this run. I may have to go back and do other runs with other people just to see what they're like, but this is going to be an Ashley run. We just started chapter 6. And we got a very important letter from one Deco Nami. And so he is the Charles Entertainment Cheese, the Dave and or Buster of the arcade world in this place. So let's see what he wants to talk. And he sent us a letter. He's like, yeah, I want to talk to you guys. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I suppose it's about that time, isn't it? Says Francine. Huh?
Oh, dear.
Oh, time for that fellow to make another attempt at wooing me. Double, huh? Rather at wooing my beloved Funplex. Let me guess, Deco Nami of Deco's Palace sent you a fancy invitation with all sorts of fancy writing. That is accurate, yes. It's not the first time. He invited my dear Frederick and I over in 1980, who knows what. To talk about selling the Funplex, and we turned him down flat. And then in 1990X, when home game consoles were poised to take back the arcade crowd, he suggested that we sell. We turned him down, and now it is 20. Who cares what? And he is at it again. A gentleman would know when to quit, but he's got tenacity, and I can't fault him for that. Why would a big-time arcade operator like Deco Nami care about us? We're small-time. I mean, no offense. Oh, come now. If anyone should be offended, it's you, calling yourself small-time, Augie dear. You've put in so much work to make my little arcade soar. I bet that's why he's knocking on our door again. We're thriving, and that is what's lured him back in. Like Gruyere cheese in the mousetrap. Fancy cheese. Are we the cheese or the trap?
My.
Oh, that depends on how clever you are, my dear. Okay, I am the cheese, although I prefer to be a nice mozzarella. Cheese aside, do you want me to ignore the invite then? Oh, heavens no. Contrary to what people say about the fellow, he is very much a man of his word. I always accept his invitation. I always hear him out. It's only fair and proper. I thought he was like the arcade scene's greatest evildoer.
Be sensible.
It's a bit grandiose. No, certainly plenty of rumors of his questionable methods abound, but that's all they are rumors. Oh, Francine, I think politeness should be met with politeness. That's how you conduct proper business, and that is what our Funplex is about. Francine moves to rise from her seat near the ticket desk, but pauses, leaning heavily on the glass countertop while looking strained. I move to help, but she waves me away. I mean, she is old. And she sits back down. Oh, don't worry about me, little old me. I just stood up too quickly, a little out of breath. But, Augie, I think it best if you go in my stead. Me? Let's be serious now. These old bones aren't as spry as they once were. And I think you would have a good time there. Well, an interesting time at any rate. I'll look my dapperest for the villainous gentleman. You can count on me. I will represent the Funplex. Shouldn't Gavin go? You can count... no, Gavin's the accountant now. You can count on me. If she wants me to go, I'm going. Say no more. I would be happy to represent the Funplex with dignity. Good, but remember, offer only as much respect as you are given. If he should be uncouth, you have my permission to be uncouth as well. There are many exploiters and users in this industry, and undoubtedly, Deco Nami ranks in their number, so smile if he smiles, but use caution. Go there and turn him down. Got it. The slowness of her response is concerning. I trust you to make the right decision for everyone. which is to not sell the Funplex, right?
I don't feel that's my call to make anymore, dear.
Francie, you're scaring me.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but I spend most of my time at home these days. Or napping. Or napping at home.
Right, but you were still a proprietor here.
Funplex isn't really about me. Not anymore.
Oh,
It's so much more than Francine's Arcade Funplex now.
oh man. Francine, you're getting me feelsies and I don't like it. Francine, I'm getting worried. I mean, yes, like, most of the time she's been like, oh, I'm just a little spry, but a little tired sometimes, and this is the first time that she's even really acknowledging that she's getting old.
It's about you. It's about your coworkers. It's about all our regulars. You've made me realize that. And I'm thankful.
But this is about you, too. This is your dream as well as mine. You're the one that started this place, Francine. You had a dream of a place where people could have fun and relax and make friends. I feel like even entertaining the idea of selling it feels wrong. It's disrespectful to you and your dream. Oh, you are a peach, dear. But the times are changing. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, stuck in her ways. Maybe the time has come to change how the Funplex does things. We're almost back to the heyday of 1980X, thanks to the changes that you've made, but... So I won't say you can't decide to sell. If it's a change you think we need, do it. Please keep an open mind. Francine sighs deeply, more tired than usual. It's only afternoon and I'm already worn out. I haven't even done anything but sit here and knit all day. Knitting does take a lot of concentration. That's not nothing. If you're pooped, you could take a few days off. Go home, get some rest. All the same, I'd rather come in for work tomorrow. Even if there's not much work for me to do. I love being here. This is my true home. Exactly. And yet you want me to keep an open mind about this deal.
Like I've told you, life can be a difficult series of trade-offs.
Oh boy.
What I want and what should be are often different things.
We're gonna have to do a trade-off, aren't we?
I'm relying on you to do right by everyone I love. If selling is in their best interest to keep this dream going, so be it.
Well,
No matter what you decide. I'm proud of you. I knew there was something special about you when I hired you to replace my grandson.
that's right. It was her grandson that was the old attendant, and he was not a good fit.
You are the brightest spirit at the Funplex.
Oh.
And while we may not be blood,
Oh no, Francine!
I'm happy.
Oh, Francine, I'm... The fact that we're having this deep, moving conversation is... Yeah. You're the grandma I never had. You have my sincere thanks. Does that mean I can borrow the car, Mom? Can I borrow the car, Mom? I will defend the Funplex with my life. Wouldn't your real family object to that? No. I don't know. I mean, she has a grandson, so she has kids and grandkids, but so can I I mean, that's the jokey answer, and I kind of want to do. So can I borrow the car, Mom? But at the same time, it's like I'll defend it with my life. I don't think that's the attitude that she wants right now. I'm gonna try and make this a little bit lighter. So can I borrow the car, Mom? You know, taking the bus out here really sucks. Can I have the family car then? Oh, I haven't had a car in ages. You know, rideshare is the way to go. It's better for the environment, too. With another deep sigh, Francine eases herself out of her chair. Now, I think I'll take your suggestion and head on home, for today anyway. I'll be right here early in the morning to hear how things went with Mr. Nami. I know you'll make the right decision. Good night, Augie. Be well. Make the right decision, okay. Ooh, arcades can't. I mean, exactly. It's like, if I did that kind of thing, that would obviously affect everybody here. So, I mean, unless we had some kind of a massive set group meeting and discussion about this, obviously the employees, also the VIPs, because they are very important people to us. But arcades can't stagnate. Maybe change it. We're not stagnating. We've been moving upward. You know, we've been doing new stuff. I'll take Francine's advice just to hear him out, see what he has to say. Oh, this is weird. All this work and effort and finally finding my dream, as strange as it sounds, and I need to consider dumping it all? Maybe it's not selling out. I haven't actually heard Deco Nami's proposal yet. And if we somehow could partner with him on our own terms, that might be what we need to push the Funplex over the top and placate a rival. We'd be like the sister boutique to the department store. I'm not willing to say one way or another. Not yet. We'll see. Now, who do I want to take as my +1? Beep beep, Boggy. Iris, do you want to come as my date? I'm your girl Friday, but I'm afraid you're not my type. My type being USB compatible. Oh. I sense you were in a state of deep ponderings and wanted to help. You're thinking of who to take to the meeting? Yeah, I mean, Ashley is the obvious choice. I'm sure she'd have some opinions on Deco's Palace. True, as part of the Funplex family, Ashley would be a good pick, but this is a business meeting. You may want to consider widening your options. Ashley will support your decision either way. It's clear that she trusts you. Okay, true. That's true, Percy. He understands business and gaming in equal amounts. I actually kind of like that choice. I mean, Gavin does do business in a business-like way. I mean, if this is a financial thing... Okay, it's either Gavin or Percy for this one. I'm not as concerned about the social scene. I mean, assuming what I think Deco Nami's place is going to be like, I'm not too keen on it as it is. So, yeah, so like Ashley and Teo are kind of the same. Queen Bee is definitely the gamer scene. But again, we don't want just all hardcore gamers. We want this thing to be, you know, accessible to everyone. And having Gavin there just on the business end is... I'm going to do Percy. I'm going to choose Percy on this. I hope it's not too much. I'm going to choose Percy on this. I feel bad that I'm not taking Ashley, but I don't, again, as floor attendants, we don't have that much... I guess, like, you know, she doesn't know the business side of things as well. And so I'm going to go with Percy on this. Percy has been taking it easy since his heart attack, only making a few passes through Mubi a day, relaxing and casually playing other games in between. I wave him over as he's walking away from a round of Donkey Kong.
Lovely day.
Hello there, lovely day, isn't it? Lovely indeed, although it's about to get a bit less lovely. I know you're not an employee, even if you own a small slice of it in the form of Mr. Mubi's Maze, but I could use your help. Deco Nami wants to meet with me to discuss a business venture. Hopefully a mutually beneficial one, but who knows? I see, rather serious that. And you'd like to tap my business acumen to help assess whether he's serious or simply looking to scoop up a rival? Something like that, yeah. Very well, I shall put my best business face on, but I'd rather not wear a tie if it's all the same to you. I'm going in my hoodie. We can skip the ties. I'll just go gather up my things then. Don't make a deal of this, don't make a deal of this, don't make a big deal of this. We go there. We go there, we study. Okay, we're not saying that we're actually there. I'm trying to think out the plan in my head. We go there, we study how the place works, and we make a decision. One way or another, the Funplex will be fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything is fine. Percy offers to drive us across town to Deko's palace. Contrary to the talk before, we don't exchange many words. I am deep in thought, running through all the possibilities, and I can't shake this feeling. Something's off. Even looking at the glowing neon temple in the distance, my stomach knots and I feel uneasy. When we finally pull up, a valet takes the car. What? And glitzy blinking lights blind our eyes. Is this a casino or is this Vegas? What is this place? Hesitantly, I look over to Percy. That smile reassures me enough to continue onwards. This is for me and my friends and the Funplex. I've got this. I pause, inhaling the cool air around me, and I open the door. Speaking of inhaling right there. Deko's Palace. Win-win. Ticket prizes. Deko's, okay. I've actually been here before. I think my 6th birthday party? I barely remember it, but I think I had fun. But on entering it as an adult, my first reaction is... Okay, my first reaction is... Boy, is that a weird smell. A mix of chicken grease and beer and sweaty kids. I. Thank you to the writer. You made a good... Wow. Nice, excellent job to the writer on that. Oh, no bueno. My second reaction, jeez, is it noisy. Visually noisy and sound type. All the chaos of a Vegas casino. A jumble of lights and bells and whiz-bangs. Like, even in Las Vegas casinos, I went last year with a friend before, everything. A lot, they too are trying to update their games. There's not too many of the typical fruit machines and stuff like that anymore. They're trying to get a lot more interactive. Like, there was a Doodle Jump casino game where it was like skill based but not completely skill based. Like, it was kind of interesting. I actually made like a whole $1 off of it. But again, it's the kind of game where it's like, no, it's designed for you to lose. And if you're really, really good, you might make out a little bit. Once we acclimate to the new environment, we are escorted in and given VIP Royal Value swipe cards. No tokens or quarters, just points to spend. We've got a little over an hour to kill before the meeting. Time to see what's at the palace. What's what at the palace, there it is. Can't say I care much for the atmosphere of this place. It's hardly cozy, is it? I know I say I play my best in the chaos and noise of an arcade, but this feels skewed in all different directions. It's too intense. He does seem pretty uneasy ever since stepping through the doors. Is this safe for you? I don't think it's... suck it up, we got work to do. You can head back if you'd want, I'd understand. No. I don't see how... I mean, I'm gonna ask this out of courtesy. I don't think it would actually affect anything. Percy, are you doing okay? You only got out of the hospital a few weeks ago. Oh, Tosh, I'm fine. I doubt that Deko's Palace could carve a few lives off of what's left of my lifespan. I'd be more worried if Francine came along. You've noticed, she's getting worse. Yeah, I've noticed. Probably for the best that we are here in her stead. We will do right by her, love. No worries. Oh, he called me love. I suggest we split up, roam around a bit, scattered out. I'll study the games. You're welcome to join. If not, I'll rejoin you later. Okay, some time to kill, but not that much. I will need to be choosy. What do I want to check out while waiting for my dinner date with Destiny? Let's get a drink. No, I'm not going to pay $10 for a drink. I want to see what sort of games they have. Sounds like a tournament's going on. Let's watch. I want to see what sort of games they have. It's like if you're interested in our business model, then we need to see what your model is. I decided to focus on the games, like actual games, except the whole place is basically full of slot machines. Yeah, it's all ticket machines and stuff. They're in different shapes and sizes and colors. None have a one-armed bandit look to avoid running afoul of legal issues, but they're still slot machines. Yeah, the big wheel, all those ones, those are just slot machines, yeah. Every game has like one button to stop a wheel or a colored light or to try to line up the dots or something, and the complex ones have 3 buttons. Yeah, like there was, last time I was at an arcade, they had a Wheel of Fortune, or actually, last 2 times I went to different places, they both had different, Wheel of Fortune kind of machines, and again, I know some things of Wheel of Fortune, but one of them, like, it was